Hey guys, this is Henry from OBEDIA again. Today we're back with our tutorial videos on Cubase. And on today's tutorial, we're going to be talking about the status line in Cubase, okay? So I believe that knowing about the status line and knowing how to operate it is very important as what I typically call a pre-flight check. This is something that you should make, I guess, part of your daily routine before you start making music, recording, or producing. You want to make sure that everything looks good as far as configurations within your software. And the status line, it's one of those places that you can basically hover through. And once everything looks good there, you could say that you're ready to start. Okay. So the status line, where is it? Simple. You see the top menu bar, file, edit, project, and so on and so forth. Then you have the one right underneath and the one below that. That's your status line. You have audio inputs, audio outputs, control room, maximum record time, record format, project, frame rate, pen law, and external sync. So the status line, what does it show? It shows the status of certain parameters that you need to make sure that are working properly before, as I said, before you start working. Before you start producing, before you start recording audio, before you start making things within the software, please make sure that everything looks good here. So you got things like, for example, audio inputs and outputs. It shows you if your outputs or inputs are connected or if they're not connected. Now, when I say connected and not connected, I don't mean like if there's something physically connected to your input or physically connected to your output. No. What I mean here is that if it says connected, it means that there is some kind of audio interface or some kind of sound card assigned to work as, in this case, your audio output. Now, in the case of the audio input, it says not connected, meaning that there's no sound card, there's no interface, there's nothing assigned to work as an audio input device for Cubase, meaning that you wouldn't be able to record. Now, same thing for the control room. It says that there's nothing connected to it, meaning there's nothing assigned to be the control room. You can also see your max record time, in this case, 3,858 hours and 31 minutes. This is calculated upon the amount of space that you have available in your hard drive where the project is stored. You can also see your record format. In this case, it's set to 48 kilohertz, 24 bits. This, by the way, you want to make sure that when you create your project, you set this. And even before you start recording audio, please double check that this is at the right configuration. You got your project frame rate. In this case, it is set to 30 FPS. This is important when you're dealing with video. You get your project pan law, minus 3 dBs. This is the standard. And your external sync, which is set to offline. Now, let's say that you get here and you see things that are, for example, here, not connected, and then some others are connected. So how do you undo this? How do you make it go from not connected to connected? Well, it's very simple. Just click on it, and it's going to open the audio. In this case, when you click on audio inputs, it'll open the audio connections window. Okay. The audio connections window has all of these tabs. So in this case, we're dealing with inputs. So if we go to inputs, you can see I do have a stereo input option, but where it says audio device, it's not connected. So if you simply click on it and you select your interface, in this case, my Revelator, boom, now it says connected, meaning that I have assigned my Revelator to work as the audio input. If we close that, exit, you can then go to control room, click on it. And if I go to the control room tab right there, I can do the same thing. I have a control room set as monitor 1, which is stereo, but I do not have any audio devices assigned to. So I can click on where it says not connected and then select my interface, in this case, the Revelator. And now my control room is set. So at this point, everything looks good. Like, okay, my inputs are connected, my outputs are connected, my control room is connected. I have plenty of record time. Now, let's say that I wanted to, for whatever reason, change my record format. You could click on it. It'll open the project setup window. And down here, you could switch your sample rate, your bit depth, record file type. Same thing with your project frame rate is right here, 30 FPS, but you could select whatever you wanted. So that is your status line in Cubase. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you have any other questions, please call us from OBEDIA and PC Audio Labs, and we will be happy to help you. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.
Want to learn how to produce music using this, or using that, or using all of these? Have you been watching videos, reading manuals, blogs, and trying to figure out everything that it takes to be a music producer? Do you have a bunch of music gear that you purchased and you still haven't made any music? Well, then you need OBEDIA, the world's only one-on-one digital audio training and tech support service. Check out the link below for a special new subscriber offer.